Hello everyone, today we are going to learn pus sample collection and transportation. Let's see first of all what is pus. Pus is an exudate fluid. Exudate means it is a fluid that is due to infection or inflammation, or it is protein rich fluid that is found in wound that contain bacteria and high concentration of white blood cells. Both these things are involved in pus formation. Pus is whitish yellow, yellow or brown yellow protein rich fluid that accumulates at the site of an inflammation. Why pus is yellow? The whitish yellow, yellow, brown and greenish color is due to dead neutrophils. And why pus is green? Pus is green due to green antibacterial protein called myeloperoxidase that is produced by some white blood cells. A bacteria Pseudomonas aeruginosa produces green pigment and produce a foul smell. If pus is green and foul smell, then it is due to Pseudomonas aeruginosa. And if the yellowish and greenish color with tinges of red is present, then it is due to blood that gets into the infected area. What is the aim and what is the purpose of the test? The purpose of the test is to isolate and identify aerobic and anaerobic pathogenic organisms from pus specimen. The most common pathogen that is present in pus is Staph aureus. Pre-specimen processing. Remove the bandage with forceps and do not touch the wound. With the forceps, hold the sponge and dip the sponge, or you can use cotton, into the saline and clean the surface of the wound. Specimen collection. Pus from abscess is best collected when the abscess is incised and drained, and using sterile technique, aspirate from needle or drainage tube up to 5 ml of pus and then transfer to sterile container. Pus aspiration procedure. This procedure is called pus aspiration, as you can aspirate pus with the help of needle. Needle is inserted into the skin lesion and aspirate up to 5 ml of pus. If pus is not being discharged, use sterile cotton wool swab to sample from the infected site. Extend the swab deeply into the depth of the lesion if the lesion is deep. Immerse the swab in container of transport medium, label it and send to the laboratory as soon as possible. Wound swab specimen collection. The swab must be moved across the wound surface in a zigzag motion to cover all the infected area, and then return the swab to its container. Quantity of the swab must be sufficient enough on the swab, and aspirate must be enough in the syringe or needle. Then store the specimen swab at room temperature and do not refrigerate. The container must be leak-proof plastic metal container and must be sterile. Criteria of specimen rejection. If the specimen is in inappropriate transport device, or mislabeled specimen or unlabeled specimen, or specimen is received after prolonged delay more than 72 hours, or if the specimen is dried, and specimen received in expired transport medium, you do not have to accept the specimen. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you like my video. Please subscribe my channel.